Ja tervetuloa takaisin. Jatketaan The Dragon Age Veilguardia, eikä Dragon Age The Veilguardia, sillä päin. Viime jaksossa ei päästy kovin pitkälle vielä, luotiin hahmo, meidän oma ruukki, pelattiin intro, Solas, The Dreadwolf itse, muinainen haltija, jumala, koitti rikkoa suojan meidän maailman ja demonimaailman kautta unimaailman rajaa, koitti pistää kaikki pahuuden meidän maailman loppua haistellen. Estettiin velhon hommat just ei kovin onnistuneesti. Osa meidän porukasta otti vähän iskua, eikä niin vähääkään. Ja me ollaan nyt takaisin meidän omassa tukikohdassa nuolemassa haavoja pikkosen. Ja sitten itse Solas Dreadwolfi niin päätyi kanssa tänne Fate-maailmaan vankina. Mutta siinä rytäkässä sitten vapautettiin 2 muuta muinaista jumalaa, mikä ei ole niin hyvällä asialla sitten kaiken kaikkiaan. Niin katsotaan tästä miten eteenpäin. Tutustutaan vähän meidän omaan paikkaan ja ehkä vähän näihin hahmoihin ja luetaan vähän lorea. Ja katsotaan mitä kaikkea meillä on luvassa. Tervetuloa mukaan. And here we go. Shadows of Agent Arlathan export the lighthouse. Check in with Harding. Okei, Harding on se, jonka kanssa me halutaan jutella.
Just be careful, all right?
Mites Neve? We did that. Meidän paha. Mä ajattelin, että voitais vaihtaa saman tien meidän Fledaa. Tää ei ehkä sittenkään oikein istu tähän meininkin, varsinkin ton, mitä tapahtui viime jaksossa jälkeen, niin tarvitaan ehkä vähän enemmän. Meillä ei ole aikaa pitää meidän lettiä kunnossa, niin pistetään tosta. Let it flow ton meidän Fleda. Eikä tää on lighthouse. Library update. Introduction to the lighthouse. Ani, tähän oli tullut patchi, niin ilmeisesti täällä on N7 päivän kunniaksi jonkinlainen Mass Effect Armori. Mä en tiedä, saadaanko me sitä nyt vielä käyttöön vai onko se sitten vasta myöhemmin, mutta pidetään silmät kuorittuna. Oh boy. Meillä on sitten Lorea luvassa. The Shadow Dragons. On Tevinter Templars, when one mentions the Templar Order, you no doubt picture the armored members of the Southern Chantry. These Templars are trained to combat uncontrolled magic, blood magic, and abominations with the goal of protecting the people, including mages themselves. From the most violent manifestations of magical power, however, they also embody the Southern Chantry's control over mages and enforce many of its strict rules and regulations over magic in general. In addition to the combat training, these Templars ingest lyrium. This mineral, usually used by mages for enhancements and rituals, grants Templars the ability to resist and dispel magic. The fact that it is also addictive, chaining them to the Chantry and resulting in paranoia, obsession, and ultimately dementia, is often swept under the rug. Yes, we've heard all about that dirty little secret. As you may have surmised by my use of Southern Chantry, this is not the case in the Tevinter Imperium. In Tevinter, we know that magic can only serve if it's allowed to flourish. We do not suppress talent, we nurture it. Embrace it. That is not to say that we ignore the dangers of magic and what it might allow those with violent intent if not combated. As in the south, our Templars are trained to prevent the excess of blood magic and subdue demons as well as those inflicted by possession. But our Templars do not take lyrium. They do not enforce unnecessary regulations. They are not given power over the mages, but follow the lead of our most esteemed magisterium. They serve the chantry and the people in the Imperium. I must admit, I rather prefer our way of doing things. From letter written by Lutyens Pallus, living in border down of the winter, Imperium, to cousin of Orlai, 915. Dragon. Oh boy. Introduction to the Lighthouse. Once the lighthouse was a place of learning with tools to study the secret workings of a great magic. When Solas rebelled against those who called themselves our gods, the lighthouse became his center of operations, with tools to study the best ways to free ourselves from the tyranny of Evanuris. You are safe here, both those of flesh and those of fate. Any who wish to help are welcome. The magic of the lighthouse will provide you for your needs, see to your comfort, and even help you understand the different tongues for those who escaped here from distant parts of the empire. Should you have any other needs, ask for the slow arrow, and I will help. A letter dated 6 months ago. Mersar. Good to hear from you. I hope the north is treating you well, even if your quarry remains elusive. Things here in Minrathos go about as well as expected. Venatory presence continues to grow, the result of obscene amount of gold being funneled into the cult by sympathetic magisters. Some of the shadow dragons have had run-ins with some of them, particularly the one seeking revenge for shutting down their slave ring in Nessus. But don't trouble yourself. This is nothing we can handle. For now, focus on your work with Varric. A strong allegiance with someone with ties to the Inquisition and Kirkwall can only benefit the shadows and the people we serve. Bring the light and good luck. Kirjoittaa Väipä. Oh boy, täällä on sitten lore. Täällä on niinku koko pelisarjan kattavia lore-hommia. Siistiä arttia näissä korteissa. Näitä voitaisiin lukea sitten aina vähän niin kuin kontekstin kanssa tavallaan, että jos joku asia viittaa näihin, niin katsotaan, jos on mitään semmoista, mitä voisi nyt. Beyond the Veil. No tää voi olla hyvä, ihan niin kuin yleinen semmoinen pieni kertaus kautta tapa tutustuttaa ihmiset vähän, että mikä tää on tää, mistä puhutaan koko ajan Veilistä ja Feidistä ja mitä ne niin kuin on. Mitä ne niinku pitää sisällä? Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons. It is challenging enough for the casual observer to tell the difference between the fate and the creatures that live within it, let alone between one type of spirit and another. In truth, there is little that most distinguishes them, even for the most astute mages. Since spirits are not physical entities and are therefore not restricted to recognizable forms or even having a form at all, one can never tell for certain what is alive and what is merely part of the scenery. It is therefore advisable for the inexperienced researchers to greet all objects he encounter. Typically, they misuse the term spirit to refer only the benign or at least less malevolent creatures of the fate, but in truth all the denizens of the realm beyond the veil are spirits. As the chant of light notes, everything within the fate is a mimicry of our world. suluissa a poor imitation, for the spirits do not remotely understand what they are copying. It is not surprised that much of the fade appears like a manuscript translated from Tevinter into Orlesian and back again by drunken initiates. Mä en tiedä, initiates. Anyways, in general, spirits are not complex, or rather, they are not complex as we understand such things. Each one seizes upon a single facet of a human experience: rage, hunger, compassion, hope, etc. This one idea becomes their identity. We classify as demons those spirits who identify themselves with darker human emotions and ideas. The most common and weakest form demons are encountered in the Fade is the rage demon. They are much like perpetually boiling kettles, for they exist only to vent hatred, but rarely have an object to hate. No money. Somewhat above these are the hunger demons, who do little but eat or attempt to eat everything they encounter, including other demons. This is rarely successful. Then there are the sloth demons, mates. These are the first intelligent creatures one typically find in the Fade. They are dangerously only one of those rare occasions that they can be induced to get up and do harm. Desire demons are more clever and far more powerful, using all form of bribery to induce mortals into their realms: wealth, love, vengeance, whatever lies closest to your heart. The most powerful demons yet encountered are the bright demons, perhaps because they, among all their kind, most resemble men. From Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons by Enchanter Midromel. Mistä täällä on muuta? The Fade. The Fade. Eli se on tavallaan se upside down world, mistä ne kaikki demonit purkee läpi aina välillä. The study of fate is as old as humankind. For so long as men have dreamed, we have walked in its twisting paths, sometimes catching a glimpse of the city at its heart, always as close as our own thoughts, but impossibly separated from our world. The Tevinter Imperium once spent vast fortunes of gold, lyrium, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the Fade, an ultimately futile endeavor. Although portions of it belongs to the powerful spirits, all of the Fade is in constant flux. The Imperium succeeded in finding the disparate and even ever-shifting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloging a few hundred types of spirits before they were forced to abandon the project. The relationship of dreamers to the Fade is complex. Even when entering the Fade through the use of lyrium, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits who dwell there, however, can, and as the Xantri teaches us, the great flaw of the spirits is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. They create what they see through their sleeping visitors, building elaborate copies of our cities, people, and events, which, like the reflections in a mirror, ultimately lack context or life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the worst thoughts and fears of mortals and build their realm with no other ambition than to taste life. The Veil. Eli The Veil on se tavallaan se huntu just, mikä erottaa meidän maailman tästä Fadeista, mihin kaikki menee nukkuessaan. Demonien maailma, mikä jatkuvasti muuttaa muotoonsa, ja tässä on kuultiin. The Veil, ja tätä se oli tuhoamassa se Solas viime jaksossa, tätä Veilia, että niin kuin kaikki demonit pääsis meidän maailmat sekoittus. Mä ainakin ymmärsin sen. Ei hyvä asia. I detest this notion that the veil is some manner of invisible curtain that separates the world of the living from the world of the spirits. Whether it be called the Fade or beyond is matter of racial politics I refuse to indulge in at the moment. There is no this side okay, and that side when it comes to the veil. One cannot think of it as a physical thing or a barrier or even shimmering wall of holy light. Thank you very much for that image, your perfection. Think of the veil instead as an opening one's eyes. Before you opened them, you saw our world as you see it now, static, solid, unchanging. Now that they are open, you see our world as the spirits see it, chaotic, ever-changing. A realm where the imagined and the remembered have as much substance as that which is real. More, in fact. A spirit sees everything as defined by will and memory. And this is why they are so very lost when they cross in the veil. In our world, imagination has no substance. Objects exist independently of how we remember them or what emotions we associate with them. Mages alone possess the power to change the world with their minds, and perhaps this forms the nature of demons' attractions to them. Who can say? Regardless, the act of passing through the veil is much more about changing one's perception than physical transition. The veil is an idea. It is the act of transitioning itself. And it's only the fact that both living beings and spirits find the transition difficult that gives the veil any credence as a physical barrier at all. From a discernment of fate as physical manifestation by Mareno Senior Enchanter of the Minthraus Circle of Magi. 655 Steel. Okei. Eli fate on enemmän alitajunnan, niinku verrattavissa niinku alitajuntaan ja siellä velloviin asioihin, kun tavallaan fyysinen relmi, minä matkustetaan. Mutta kuitenkin tavallaan se on. Se on mielenkiintoinen konsepti ja se on Dragon Agein yksi ehkä musta mielenkiintoisimpia asioita. Wow. Damn.
Rook, you're awake. And we're...
In the Fade.
This is where people come when they dream, but dwarves don't dream.
I won.
And somehow I'm here.
Yeah, it's unreal. Nev thought we should talk about what to do next.
We should. But maybe look around a little. We might be here a while.
Okei. Nyt on kaikkea. Skilliä, tehtävää, explore. Oh shit. Warrior Core. Tää meillä on. Tumbling Blades. Rolla, joo. Rage takes 50. No tää on tärkeä, koska se meni aika nopeasti taistelutten välissä toi. Counterblow. Deflect your enemy's attack. Helje, kilpiheitto. After stopping Solas' ritual, the team must investigate his claim that ancient, blighted gods have been released into the world. Explore the lighthouse, gather a team at the library. Talk to Neve, talk to Harding. Helje. Kiva, kun tässä on tämmöinen pieni summa summarum. The team stopped Solas from tearing down the veil, trapping him in the Fade. However, Solas insists that sabotaging his ritual unleashed malevolent elven gods named Elgaran and Kilanain. Through very, the team can't afford to ignore his warning. They must hunt for signs that dangerous gods stalk the land. Bro, me nähtiin. Konservatorio. Hello, Harding.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Ymmärrettävästi vähän järkyttynyt.
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
Did you ever find places like this chasing Solus with Varric?
Not exactly. But with Solus, it was always about the Fade, or the Veil, or some other in-between place. Varric always hated it, though. At least this place feels different. Maybe safer?
You have plants. Are you okay?
Harding, are you doing all right?
I don't know. Are you? Is anyone?
Hei, fair enough.
Anyway, doesn't matter how I'm doing.
Mä kysyn ensiksi.
What are we gonna do about this mess? We were going to go back through the Illuvian, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know, you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So, come get me when you're ready to go. All right?
Harding selvästi haluaa vaan nyt ruveta toimii mahdollisimman nopeasti. Ihan ymmärrettävä. Ihan hyvä selviytymismekanismi sekin. Tiettyyn pisteeseen asti. Mut me käydään ensin juttelemaan Nevellä. Workshop. Money. Mysterious note. To enter the library passage, 3 pairing must meet face to face. Use the capstan arms to rotate the statue in either direction. Face to face. No, hän on nyt sinne oikeaan suuntaan. Study. Blacksmith tools, rahaa, scrolleja. On divine imperatives. The helm of Solar is destroyed. Elkanar's favorite torture is over. Too many agents have been rescued with their minds burnt out of that memory of an enraged son. I feel a lesson here. The helm was not created to torment, but the Evanuris are not as we are. A god's ruminations carry their own will and imperatives. Memory bleeds into their icons and transmutes them as fire begets fire. For our wolf lord, who put so much of himself into his creations, what imperatives do they carry? The heart of a rebellion must remain hidden, yet the light of divinity is uncontainable. We must be swift. The thought lingers. Even as he saves us, what does he impart upon us? Reflections by Shinra, one who renounced Darenthal. What does he impart indeed?
Must be 2 more.
Keep. Jaha, me ei mennä vielä tonne. Me piti mennä jutteleen Neven kanssa.
With figures
What
are
up,
in the
Nib?
fate, but I swear they're following me.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
Niin,
We're both shadow
me
dragons.
kirjaimellisesti
and
just
both
vasta
from
tutustuttiin.
Rathas.
Pahoittelut.
Maybe our paths haven't crossed,
Sirenestä.
but I know our work has.
I made a call that got you injured right after we met.
I'll be fine. You trusted me for the job, and I delivered. That's what counts. If we're stuck in this, let's hope you can trust me again.
Ai heti pääsee niinku flirttailemaan. I do trust you. We'll see if I can. Shadows stand together. I'm still sorry. I do trust you.
Of course I do. We're a team.
Is this how fast you trust anyone? Should I be touched or worried?
Fair
Take a lot
point.
of notes.
Fair point.
What about?
Lately, what we know or knew.
Hei, tässä vaiheessa ei
before
hirveästi
Solus changed
vaihtoehtoja.
the game.
And it's...
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
Not much isn't going to save the world. This will get worse before it gets better.
The question is how.
Cheerful.
That's what I'm here for.
Löytää näitä patsaita vielä. Käydään kääntää tätä vielä vähän se. Kääntään.
That's the second. One more to go.
On paree saada kyllä joku uusi armori tai jotain. Faded note. Look at this place. We planned a rebellion here once. Said we changed the future of the elves. Throw off tyrants and we did. Now the path outside is fractured. It'll be hard rekindling all the Eluvians. Solas, if you see this, I'll be looking for you. Out of this world and into the mortal one. Don't cause too much trouble before I get there. Bro, kuka on kirja? Ai, nää on tällä kätevästi.
Okay. Did something?
Mutta mitä? Ja missä? Fuck it. Eikä selviä. Mennään heittämään pieni gathering. What is here? Eluvian room. Teleportti. The Dreadwolves Eluvian. Most of us have only traveled through the Eluvians at the whims of those who call themselves our gods. We know them as mirrors that always go from one to another. A bonded pair linked no matter the distance. Solas has outsmarted the so-called gods. If we used normal Eluvians, they could track us to our lair. Solas has improved upon June's work by creating a mirror whose singing stone can change its tune to take us to any Eluvian and not just its bonded partner. Thus we can travel wherever this rebellion needs us. Onpa kätevää. With no fear of pursuit. Travel is as safe as a normal Eluvian. If you have questions, ask the slow arrow and I will guide you. Meillä on pimpattu mirrori. Valokuitu. Pääsee minne vaan. Suojattu. VPN. Gather.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey. Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the lighthouse.
He did? When?
In my head, Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Sounded like it. When the ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
Damn.
I'm not
Freddy
in danger.
Krueger.
He can only barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic? Like any normal mage would to play with your mind?
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
Stop quibbling over terms. My gods were dangerous. Mennään sillä. Se on ihan sama, miksi me kutsutaan sitä. Se on bad news bears anyways.
I don't care about the philosophy. In terms of his power against ours, he's a god.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
No,
I'm not certain of anything,
varma.
but we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganan and Gillenane, 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against.
They're worse than Solus.
Solus warned me about them being evil, which is pretty rich coming from the guy who just tried to tear down the veil.
You don't believe him?
No, that's the problem. I do believe him.
Mm-hmm.
He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elganan and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of 1 god running around, we have 2. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev, but the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate
Come on,
and
Harding.
figure out what we're dealing
Mä
with.
ymmärrän sun pointin,
And
mutta
how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
pitää ruupata ja vähän niinku...
If Elganan and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solus's word about all of this.
Then let's go investigate for ourselves. We find out what we're dealing with, and then we take our shot.
Kuulostaa
Fine.
hyvältä.
The Alluvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Alluvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
Right. Meillä on pläni. Meillä on ryhmä kasassa. Ei ehkä ihan täysissä sielun ja ruumiin voimissa, mutta... Hei. Se on Dragon Age-elämä. Gather team. Let's go, let's go. Mä tarvin niin uutta armoria.
For all we
Kattokaa missä
know,
rääsyissä
there's a
metsä.
dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Alluvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlathan.
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
Neve on badass.
Don't worry about me. Shall we?
Let's do
We
this.
shall. We shall. Arlathan Forest. Back at it again.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's
Nice.
the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
Jaha, heti tilanne päälle. Nice.
Cut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it! Strife? Irlin?
Kato, tuttuja
It's me,
kavereita.
Lace Harding.
Kaikki tuntee toisensa,
What
maailman
are you doing
pieni.
back in Arlathan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Veil
Hardly
jumpers.
experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's, Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
Bro. We did sort of. Don't blame us.
Didn't see you volunteering. We put our lives on the line to stop Solus, and we stopped him.
Not without a cost.
Sky's not
Stop.
ripping itself apart anymore, is it?
All right, you stopped Solus. So why is Arlathan neck deep in wild magic?
Solus was dragged into the Fade when we interrupted his ritual, but something else got out.
Someone else, supposedly. Elganan and Gillenane.
Mithalanast. Two of the elven gods of old. The Evanuris.
Evanuris.
If they're back in the world, that explains a lot.
What's next?
So Elganan and Gillenane are loose.
Elganan
Which means
Gillenane.
what?
You thought Solus was bad.
Oh boy.
He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them, let's
Kissan
just say
pentuli.
they weren't known for their kindness.
There's
Hyvä.
a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanuris, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tarith is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted
Tarvit
for.
on hei, muistakaa
How can we
on puukotettu.
We need to find Bellara Lute. She's
Bellara
the best there
Lutare.
is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right, you get your friend back to your camp and... we'll find Bellara.
Ja sä Neve jeesaa näitä.
Nev, I need you to stay with Strife and Irlin, alright?
I'm fine.
Ja Harrinin kanssa hoidetaan.
Mathis. You can help the Veil Jumpers here. If trouble shows up, they could use your skills.
Fair enough.
We'll meet you back at the
Hyvä.
Bell Jumper Camp. It's just south of here.
Belara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
No worries. Saadaanko me lisätietoa Veiljumppereista? Päivittyykö kodeksit? Mä en ihan meinaa muista, että mitä ne tarkalleen niinku... Mikä se juttu on. Look at that. Voi solas.
Is it me? Or is there something strange about this fog?
Silent
It
Hill.
all feels a little off. Like everything shifted a little bit.
Signs and portents. Story so far. When the team acts to stop the Dread Wolf, ancient evils are unleashed upon the world. Mitä nää? Kätevä. Lisä. Joo, mä tykkään kun informaatiot ollaan helposti saatavilla. For months, Varric Tetras had searched for Solas, a mage revealed to be the elven god of lies and trickery known as the Dreadwolf. Solas planned to tear down the veil so that raw magic could flood back into the mortal world, restoring it to its natural state, which would also unleash a tide of demons and kill thousands of people. When a lead finally came, Varric gathered a team in Minrathaus, hoping to stop his former friend before it was too late. And the team succeeded, but at a price. Trapped in the Fade after they sabotage his ritual, Solas delivered a dire warning from the dream world. The ancient elven gods, Elkaran and Kilanain, has escaped the prison where he had held them. Although nothing the Dreadwolf said could be trusted, the team had no choice but to investigate. Harding. Lace Harding, lead scout for the Inquisition, tackled adventurers head-on with her trusty bow and in irrepressible good nature. When Varric embarked on his search for the Dreadwolf, Lace Harding, former lead scout of the Inquisition, was sent along with him to provide support. Now circumstances have changed, and with Varric out of the commission, Harding has to figure out how to finish what she and Varric started. Kiva pikku synopsis. Nev Gallus, private investigator, member of the Shadow Dragons, niin kuin me, always chasing a case. Nev Gallus, Mintrao's local and private investigator, signed on with Varric to track down Solas. The job didn't go as planned, and Nev hates an unfinished case. She won't give up until Solas and the guards are dealt with, and she'll keep an eye on home while she's at it. Gotcha. The Lighthouse 11 is currently locked on Arlathan Forest. The Veil Jumper and Elven group may be able to help it reach other locations. Aivan. Search the area. Bellara, a daily self with the Veil Jumpers, has found the team in a veil bubble in Arlathan Forest. To escape the bubble, Bellara will need team's help to disable an ancient elven artifact and survive the demons and sentinels that stand in the way. Gotcha. Aina jotain muinaista paskaa, mitä pitää säätää. Dragon Age, muinainen paska. Hyvän näköistä mettää. Hyvä tunnelma. Hyvä arttaili. Erittäin jees.
Is that suit
Oh
armor
shit.
moving?
Melatepsi. No, Pelara heti löytyi. Se oli nopea.
Gotcha.
Pokemon kerääjä.
Oh, people.
Helmi toi mekanineksi. Gauntletti.
Where'd you come from?
Bellara? Bellara Luther.
Luther.
Strife and Irilin sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Lace Harding.
Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed.
Onko sä kuullut mitä on tapahtunut, baby?
Our gods, Elganan and Gillenane, they've escaped from Fen'Harel's prison. And by all accounts, they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse.
Case of the Mondays.
Okay.
Am I right?
I need a second.
Understandable. You don't have it. Ollaan
Like I said,
tiukka
end
perseisiä.
of the world, you can mull it over later.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way.
Veil bubble.
Once you're in, you can't get out.
Can you bring it down?
Strife and Irilin said you're their best veil jumper. Hope that means you've got an idea.
Best of the
Maybe.
best.
A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it safely,
Muinaista paskaa.
the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Veilguard has joined the party. Get to the temple.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
We've handled our share of demons. A few dozen more shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Valuables can be
That's like
sold
us,
to
I'm guessing.
vendors. They can also increase the strength of your allies. Eli arvoesineet parantaa meidän gruppia. Okei. Okay. Pakko luutata kaikki, mitä löytyy. Yllättävän hyvin pystyy kiipeilemään. Blacksmith tools, goldia. Tuplahyppy olisi kiva. Oi. Hyvä valaistus. Mukavan, miten sen sanoisi, täyteläistä denssiä tää maisema. Paljon on kasvistoa ja kaikenlaista härpäkettä. Tryffeleitä. Sinisiä tryffeleitä. Oh boy.
Is that water just swirling into the air?
We call that kind the whirlpool. The anomaly, I mean. Never seen one this size, though.
Onks näissä mitään vai onks ne vaan Dark Souls-laatikoita? Voi vaan piestää omaksi silos. A barely legible note. Construct broke my leg. Veilguard took a blade to the gut. Damn. We can hear them above us on the bridge. Once they leave, we'll make break for it. They can't wait for us forever, right? Näyttää siltä, että odotus kestää edelleen. Nakmeat. Goldia. We got it.
That's the edge of the bubble. Can't pass through it. We need to shut down the artifact first.
Okay. Täältä päästä. Kiipeä. Hyvä. Toi hyvä, että pystyy kiipeen noinkin, vaikka, tiedätkö, ihan jees. Oikeesti. Vaikka se ei näyttänyt kovin smoothilta, niin silti hyvä, ettei tarvitse niinku tohon sekoile. I can smell treasures. Miten ei muka tossa ollut mitään? Go to the temple.
Demons! Right where we need to go.
Well, let's deal with them.
Companion abilities. Use select companion abilities. Each companion has their own special ability that can be selected from the ability wheel. Enhanced damage. Fade bolts. Shortcutit. Oh! Come on, bitch. Toi helmi toi. Kapteeni Amerikka. Okei. Ylöspäin niin näkyy aina toi. Alright, hyvä, hyvä. Elven Temple.
This artifact we're looking for exactly.
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
Anna mä arvaan. Se on jonkinlainen kristalli tai timantti. Tai kristallitimantti. Jonkinlainen arvokivi tai joku muu vastaava. Loot. Hyvä tuo animaatio. Yes! Jumper's Deft Letters. Common Light Armori. Voidaan mennä ainoastaan meille, okei. Okay.
Been picked over.
Not many people come this far into Arlathan. Just...
Mitä meillä on? Chassi, ringslotti, amuletti, chas. Miksi ne on lukittu noin? Empty helm. Bro, me tarvitaan niin uusia aseita. Voinko mä tästä antaa niitä groupille, että ne paranee vai ei? Damage. Mitäs meillä on? Shadow Dragons. Okei. Okay. Juu, Warrior. Joo. Alright. Spectral Bulwark, Type Smash Duration, Damage 252 nekrotikkia, cooldown 60 sekkaa. Hone your card to and protections from enemies foolish enough to attack. Enemies who hit you with a melee attack take damage. Yeah. Ai niin, tää meillä oli, olen käyttänyt tota äsken. Downfall. Tää. Koitetaan pikkuhiljaa opetella käyttää myös tota blokkia, niin saadaan pärjää. Tää counterblow. On enemmän väisteltyä.
People trying to save the world, apparently.
Wow. I've never seen anything like this.
Wait.
On nättiä.
No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
What was this place?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food. But judging by the sentinels, it's probably something important.
Nää on niin kivat nämä maisemat, että melkein tekis mieli vaan kävellä hitaasti täällä. E3-demotyyliin, katsella vaan maisemia. Hyvä valaistus. Tää on varmaan niinku järeellä PC:llä ihan saatanan hyvän näköinen. Skat racingia ja kaikkea. Ai että.
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Ylläri.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in. And there we go.
No.
Huh. That's a great trick.
A resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
Jaha.
We're ready.
Joudutaanko me suojelemaan? Sillä aikaa kun sä teet. Mitä sä ikinä teekään. Attack warning. Use Symbra to dodge. An indicator around you will flash when there's an incoming melee attacker. Dodge or defend to avoid taking damage. Eiks tää käyty niinku läpittäjiä?
Trouble nearby.
Op. Taas tää kaveri ees. Hop. No. Aini joo. Piti kokeilla sitä blokkihomma.
Nice one, Valara.
Tässä on vaikka se.
They're hitting us from afar.
Nice.
Making the rest of us look bad, Brooke.
Missä on vielä? Tuolla.
Get ready.
Ai niin, mulla tää. Tuo potku on kyllä. Se on eilen. Se on munakas.
That's the last of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead.
Onko salaseini? Luuttia, luuttia, luuttia.
So, that ritual, the big one where the sky was ripping apart, you say that was Fen Harel? I mean, the real Fen Harel?
The Dread Wolf himself.
But right now he goes by Solus.
And, sorry, the things that got out, the big scary ones, that was Gilnane and Ogredon?
Are you okay? You sound a little flustered.
Oh, you know, just finding out that 3 of my gods are out there trying to end the world. Why wouldn't I be okay?
Ymmärrettävää. Hardwood. Tuonne tuskin pääsi. Tänne pääsee.
they died.
Even mages have trouble with the artifacts here. They expect them to work like, you know, normal magic. But they're different. The magic's more alive somehow.
On Weatherstein note, we have found the usurper's archive spirit. It is not the Dreadwolf's creation as we surmised, but another's. You can guess whose. Removing it could be risky, but leaving it equally so. I await your orders. Lord Elgaran. Ahaa. Tästä täällä on tehty. Tästä täällä on touhuttu. Magic more alive.
Another sentinel construct. We'll have to take it down. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby.
Näissä ei oikeesti taida olla yhtään mitään. Ei se mitään. Cliffwolf Temple.
Kinds of ruins never gets old.
Can anything here tell us what that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be.
Crystals. Oh yeah. Iso arkku. Come on, uusi miakka. Oi! Fated War Axe. Common Great Axe. Physical damage plus 25. Stackeria plus 8. Miksi mä pystyn... Saatana myrkkylaatikko. Uus ase, baby. Hell yeah. Näin varmaan herää henki. Nää on varmaan ihan chill. No niin, ylläri. Taas vähän buffia. Ai vittu. Kokeillaan suorastaan. Ai tota ei pysty, okei. Okay. Die, motherfucker! Vanha kunnon potku. Fuck, ei oo pottuja enää. Olen potuton. Olen potuton. Let's go.
So what kind of artifact shows up in an armory? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
What?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Our ancestors used them to store knowledge.
Kristalli mainittu. Osittain oikeassa. Meneekö rikki? Menee. Paskaks mene. Loot. Nag-karmi. Hello there. Resident Evil 1. Oliko viittaus?
Darkspawn. All right, everyone. Got him good. Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
You better believe it, sister. Oi. Pottua. Ja arkku nähty. Kievi. Oh yeah.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
Got it.
Here we go again. Oho. Oh. Oh.
Great hit, Rook.
Thanks.
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlathan Forest before. As far as I know, it's never
Did
happened.
that do it?
If the gods are blighted, like Solus claims, maybe they're communicating with the Darkspawn somehow. Directing them?
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them. Once we get out of this bubble.
Right. Let's get to that central temple.
Let's go. Oi. Siellä voi olla alla jotain piilossa. Hyvä tietää. Räjähtäviä tynnyreitä. Mikä tää on? Videopeli vai?
The wall looks weak here. I bet we could
Oh
break it
shit!
somehow.
Fuck! Melkein lähti henki. Helje.
More Darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
Fuck you! Tänne vaan. Eikö muka osun? Osu. Ja räjähdä. Tyynereistä ei ollut mitään hyötyä. Oi fuck. Ehkä nyt olisi ollut loputtomat panokset. Easy peasy. Ei sillä mulla ihan hirveästi ole potioneja. Et ihan hyvä.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Me too.
But first, we need some pottu. Ah, fuck it, let's go. Oh boy. Oh! Noikin lähtee ku Annikki tähän.
The last barrier's down. We're close. I can feel it.
Hop.
Have you noticed something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic.
Vähän blighti. Oo, kyllä. Luuttia. Herkkuja. A cracked scroll. The stench of decay fills the air. The Evanuris now wield power beyond anything I've seen. Their magic is fueled by corruption and death, and creeps even now into the stones. We cannot outlast this siege. We cannot endure. Bash. I like bash. Bash. Niin paljon kaikki.
If that building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, the Nadastirthalen. It means the inevitability of
Nadastirthalen.
knowledge.
What does that mean?
I don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
What constructs ahead?
The inner sanctum. We're
Onko
getting
välibossi? Frenzied Sentinel. Some enemies have special combat advantages. This Sentinel is Frenzied, which grants additional attack speed and damage. Use the ability wheel to see what enhance. Frenzied. Frenzy. Ei tykkää sähköstä. Ei välitä, vaikka voitais jäädyttää. Selvä. Oh! Se oli ihan paperi. Vittu, käytin ihan turhaan Painoin väärää nappia. Piti vaihtaa asetta eikä pottua. Luuttia. Okei, tähän tarvitaan timantti. Timangos.
Let's go find one.
Come on. Uusi miakka. Kilpikin käy. Skirmisher round. Oi, kattokaa mikä näkö. Ha. Eli yeah boy. Uusi miakka vielä, niin sit meillä on kaikki uutta. Käydään tsekkaan toi pikkuhuone ensin. Täällä on meillä uusi miakka odottamassa. Lightposts can impede progress. Search the area, then expose and destroy their weak points and clear the way forward. Eiku hetkonen. Meidän pitää löytää jostain toinen tommonen. Pystyykö mä ampuu ton? Muurin paskaks tällä? Activate! Kaveri faijaa. Tänne vaavit. No ihan oli puzzle. Noin. Sesame open.
All that's left is the Naughtisterthallen.
Floating
I
archive
have so
temple.
many questions for it.
How do you ask it questions?
It's an archive spirit. You'll see.
Come on, miakka. Raiders Cleaver, Common Axe. Niinku yhden käden. Helmi. Jotenkin ajattelin, että tää käyttää pelkkää miakkaa yhdessä kädessä, mutta ei. Helmi, Cleaveri. Ha! Kuinka paljon parempi tää nyt olisi? Miksi ne on lukittu noin? No ehkä se selvi. Potion. Get to the artifact. Jaha. Noniin. Here we
Okay.
go.
Here it is. The Nodus Dirthalin.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back.
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
Right. Because darkspawn, demons, and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
What's tricky about it?
What do you mean by tricky exactly?
If I remove the artifact the way I'd usually do it, it'll explode and take
Okay.
out half of Arlathan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before.
Hetkonen.
Almost like it's breathing.
I have a bad feeling about it. Okay. Onko Bride?
Ogre! That's
Ogre. Jaha. Ei tykkää tulesta. Myrkky on yksi haile. Sit kimppuun. Ultimate ability. Press LR to use your ultimate ability. Build your ultimate meter by damaging enemies. Once full, press LR to unleash devastating ultimate ability. Hell yeah! That'll do it.
Wasn't expecting to
tykkää
find
Ogren
an ogre
designista.
today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days. Okay. Let's see.
Noniin. Come on, Bella.
Okay.
Tee sun taikas.
There we go. Ooh. No. That's good. I think. Oh.
What does that crystal do?
Keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later.
Nice.
Oh. No, you don't.
Okei. Hyvältä näyttää.
Sulanan, vir sulevanan, en asal dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirtharan.
Kerro meille kaikki.
I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirtharan. What do you?
tapahtuu. So much for that.
Guess it's broken like the rest of the artifacts.
It isn't just any artifact. That's the N'natas D'thalan, an archive spirit. And it does work. Or will, at least. Its crystal is broken. I guess maybe the blight threw its resonance off somehow. But I should be able to fix it.
Otetaan se mukaan.
Kinda my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Irulan will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil Jumper camp.
Skilliä, luuttia. Otetaan skilliä ensin. Ai. Jump attacks guarantee critical. Ei. Titan Stomp näyttää hyvältä. Mitäs täällä oli? Tääkin näyttää hyvältä. Toi on niin siisti. Mitä tää oli? Gain precision after successful perfect defense. Tässä precision niinku käytännössä meille tuo. No, se on kuitenkin polulla, minne me halutaan, niin otetaan se. Hell yeah. Mä ajattelin, että me ei pystytä näille tekemään, mutta kiva tietää, että me voidaan täälläkin. Joo, että näilläkin on niinku hyvä. Me voidaan level. Noni. Mä luulen, että peli hoitaa tavallaan kaiken tuon, mutta hyvä. Tämähän on. Okei. Nonni. An Arlathan nerdic enables players to conjure concentrated time anomalies on the battlefield. While active, these anomalies reduce the movement of enemies and companions, but allow you to continue moving and attacking. Okay. Ja tää oli. Pistää tohon. Ja tohon. Gotcha. Onko sulla mitään muita skillejä? Alright. Hyvä. Belaralle uutta asetta. Don't mind if I do. Storm, uncommon longbow. Hell yeah. Mä veikkaan, että tää oli tässä. Let's go back.
Ready to go?
Right,
Kyllä.
let's get moving.
Come on. I'll show you the way to the Veil Jumper camp.
Arlathan Forest, Veilgjumper Camp. Oh boy.
11 wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of veil jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Ei hyvältä näy.
Dahel Milva never reported back from D'metas Crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlathan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nodus Dirthalan.
Wait, you found the Nodus Dirthalan? The archive spirit?
Kyllä,
Ask it
tavallaan.
about the gods. Figure out their next move.
If it weren't broken, maybe. But we're not getting anything out of it anytime soon.
Meanwhile, bell jumpers are disappearing. Something out there took them.
I know. But maybe, if we find them...
We find the gods. Or at least some sign of where they might be.
But Arlathan Forest is huge. Where do we even begin to look for them?
D'metas Crossing.
What?
Irulan and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact with D'metas Crossing. We could go check it out. The 3 of us, I mean.
4. I'm coming with you.
Nev, you were still shaky, and
I'm coming, Harding.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook. Likely nothing good. But you'd be saving people, and it might get you on the trail of the gods.
D'metas Crossing's on the far side of the lake. There's a small boat at the docks. It'll take you there. Watch your back out there. And good luck.
Kiitos, kiitos, kiitos. Jaha, lähdetään vähän tutkimaan. Katsotaan, miten tää avautuu tästä. Tuleeko sivutehtäviä ynnä muuta. Quest complete. In Entropy's grasp. Veilgjumper strength ja codex updated. Kaikkea taas. With the team's help, Pelara disabled the artifact and feed them to their veil bubble. She also uncovered an ancient repository of 11 knowledge, the Nodus Dirthalan. While Pelara intends to unlock its secret, she has joined the team as they search for the escaped elven gods.
Could we really be at war with
Okay,
our own
we'll need a
gods?
boat to get there. Let's head to the dock.
We aren't prepared.
You have been acknowledged as Veilgjumper ally. Visit the myyjä. Kaikkia settiä luvassa. Selvä. Pääsis mä jutteleen kellekin. Tässä sulla on myyrän merchantti.
If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can help.
Mä en tiedä, onko toi järkevää myydä kaikki, mutta myytiin. Shop rank 1, maksi 4, rank up merchant and unlock new items. Ja Astarvi, niin. Reputaatio, hässäkkää ja kulta. Noniin. Mitäs täällä on? Kuoren pystyy niinku upgradeaan niinkö? Will become. Mitä multa puuttuu? Raha. Ei perhana ihan riitä rahat. Okei. Vai täällä on vaikka mitä? Kypärää. Trinkettiä. Heartwoodia voi ostaa. Pystyy ränkkiä, okei. Ei me varmaan tarvita tässä kohtaa vielä mitään hirveästi. You got it. Ja sä oot? Onks täällä mitään kerättävää? Oh. Randy Dowager Quarterly Vol 4. A well-timed quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Randy Dowager welcomes the shortened days with longing for the collected two telling tales, being a story of rocking between hard places, first seeking escape but ultimately finding release. Then, probably, a third pairman shows up. The Randy Dowager exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, strange cruelty and modesty in equal measure, but were better to suspend disbelief than upon rising passion. 4 scraps fluttered in the shock out of 5. Kaikki on kriitikoita. Mitäs muuta täällä on? On divine imperatives. The helm of Solaris destroyed. Elkaran's favorite torture is over. Too many agents have been rescued with their minds burnt out of that memory of an enraged son. I feel a lesson here. The helm was not created to torment, but the Evanuris are not as we are. A god's ruminations carry their own will and imperatives. Memory bleeds into their icons and transmutes them, as fire begets fire. For our wolf lord, who put so much himself into creations, what imperatives do they carry? The heart of a rebellion must remain hidden, yet the light of divinity is uncontainable. We must be swift. A thought lingers, even as he saves us. What does he impart? Mitä me ollaan luettu? Elven people. Onko meillä mitään, mikä meidän nykyistä tilannetta? Nope. Alright. Eiköhän mennä veneilemään.
Seems like a lot's happened around here.
What hasn't happened? This area is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed Arlathan city centuries ago. Whole lot of blood magic during the war.
What about now?
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again. No blood magic from the war. It never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air. Ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed. And now it's bleeding again.
What of you?
That was the capital city, Arlathan. This is what's left of it after the war.
I don't imagine it floated back in the day.
Hetkonen. That's creepy. Creepy AF. From Whalejumper's letter, I hear tall watchtowers once stood where these waters emptied into the sky. Their torches lit to guide the weary traveler. Sometimes on still days, when the mist hangs low on the river, I can imagine the lighted path up to the golden spires of Arlathan, and the voices of my people calling me home. I know Elvahan, our lost civilization, is not how I imagine it. Arlathan was a place of wonder and magic, and also of conflict and war, ruled by tyrants, yet still I mourn it. I wish that I could have seen it just once, and called it mine. Added below in different handwriting. These feelings are not yours alone. There is no sin in grieving what was lost, imperfect though it was. Strive. Hetkonen, shortcutti. Ah, you love to see it. You love to see it. Onks tää ihan niinku koko alue tällainen niinku Noniin. Kiva. Nice. Tää on kyllä tyylikäs mesta. Onks tänne mennä?
Ready to go?
Necrosis. Okei, mennään tonne D'metas Crossingiin nyt, niin lähdetään noitten Veiljumppereitten perään. Okei, me ei osata uida, selvä, gotcha. Pakko kerätä ensin kaikki, saadaan merchantit paremmaksi. Ei vaan, no niin mennään nyt. Let's go! Tää on paatti alle. Mitäs Neve-kampeli?
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. Couldn't sit still much longer.
Then let's go.
Kiva saada Neve-remmi. Remmiin takas.
I've never seen fog this thick in D'metas Crossing.
Kovasti heti vaihtelua näissä ympäristöissä.
This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Mä veikkaan, että täällä ei hirveästi ole porukkaa hengissä. Spooky. Spooky shit. Tää on kunnon vielä. D'metas Crossing. Oi. Katsotaan minkälaisia kauheuksia täältä löytyy.
Where is everybody?
Shadows Crossing. Me ruvetaan tutkimaan tätä mystistä paikkaa seuraavassa jaksossa. Kiitos kun olit mukana. Muista ottaa kanavatilaukseen. Muista ottaa meidän Nerdicin Twitch-tilaukseen. Nerdic pelaa. Nerdic YouTube-kanava. Kaikki muut herkut. Kyllä te tiedätte, jos ei oo jo. Pistäkää kommentti alas. Ootteko te itse pelannut Dragon Agea? Ootteko nauttinut? Miltä vaikuttaa? Näin poispäin. Mutta tosiaan, ensi kertaa. Kiitoksia oikein paljon.